Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it here. This is James White. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Throwing Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And a the Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
so the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL starting. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On 2nd and inches, Jones.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go, timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
To try again after the sack. Tua rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McCrary, and he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
New England with a first down as they... There are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's White.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action here on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
60 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the option right, it's Jones. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll run on 1st down. McCrary, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action, now it's Tua. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to pass. Tua. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Sheds another. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 16. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught. This is White. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. The extra point on the good. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, McCrary. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
There's the first NFL catch for the first rounder, Jalen Waddle.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 3rd down, McCrary. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.